The cold, sterile room of the Global Space Research Center hummed with an electric tension. Dr. Seok Park stood motionless, his eyes fixed on the flickering monitor. Horizon 7, a probe everyone had written off as lost decades ago, was transmitting a signal that defied all scientific expectations. 43 years earlier, the probe had been launched into the vast darkness of space. Its mission simple: explore the distant regions of the Carina Nebula and collect astronomical data. No one expected it to return. Space was unforgiving, and technology had limitations. Most researchers had long since forgotten about Horizon 7, believing it had become another silent tomb in the infinite cosmic graveyard. Jun Choi, the senior communications engineer, couldn't believe what the instruments were showing. His fingers moved rapidly across the quantum communication interfaces, verifying and re-verifying the incoming data. The signal was weak but unmistakably real. Something had brought Horizon 7 back home. The probe's original mission had been routine. Humanity was still in its early stages of deep space exploration, sending out mechanical ambassadors to map the unknown. Horizon 7 was packed with cutting-edge sensors, advanced computational systems, and a robust communication array that was state-of-the-art for its time. Dr. Park remembered the launch day. He was a young researcher then, full of excitement about space exploration. The probe represented humanity's curiosity, its drive to understand the universe beyond Earth's protective atmosphere. Now, decades later, that same probe was returning with a mystery that would change everything. Initial scans showed the probe was damaged but functional. Its exterior bore marks of incredible journeys, micrometeorite impacts, radiation scorches, and strange surface alterations that defied immediate explanation. Something had happened to Horizon 7 during its long voyage, something far beyond a standard space mission. Captain Jae Kim arrived, his military background evident in his precise movements. He reviewed the preliminary data, his experienced eyes catching details others might miss. "This isn't a normal return," he muttered, studying the probe's trajectory and transmission patterns. The research center buzzed with controlled excitement. Scientists from various disciplines gathered around monitors, analyzing every fragment of incoming data. They knew this could be a moment that would rewrite scientific understanding. What made Horizon 7's return truly extraordinary was its unexplained journey. The probe had disappeared in a region of space considered virtually unexplored, a zone where previous missions had failed or gone silent. Its sudden reappearance suggested it had encountered something, or someone, that had not only preserved it, but potentially enhanced its capabilities. Dr. Hannah Lee, the lead researcher specializing in deep space anomalies, began running complex algorithms to decode the probe's transmission. The data seemed to have multiple layers of encryption, suggesting an intelligence far beyond human technological understanding. "We're receiving something," Jun Choi announced, his voice a mixture of professional calm and underlying excitement. "But it's not like any transmission we've ever encountered." The probe's computer systems were sending fragmented information, star charts that didn't match any known astronomical records, technological schematics that seemed to blend human engineering with something entirely alien, and communication logs that hinted at encounters beyond human comprehension. Dr. Park felt a chill run down his spine. Horizon 7 wasn't just a piece of machinery returning home. It was a messenger, carrying secrets from the deepest, most unknown regions of space. Whatever had happened during its decades-long journey would soon be revealed. As the first complete data packets began to download, the researchers realized they were standing at the threshold of a discovery that would change humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. Horizon 7 was more than a probe. It was a bridge between known and unknown worlds, a silent witness to cosmic mysteries waiting to be unraveled. The return had begun, and nothing would ever be the same again. The research center transformed into a high-stakes decryption battleground. Dr. Hannah Lee sat surrounded by multiple holographic displays, her fingers dancing across quantum interfaces as she attacked the probe's complex encryption layers. Each algorithm she broke revealed more questions than answers. Horizon 7's data was unlike anything in human computational history. The encryption wasn't just complex, it seemed deliberately designed to challenge human understanding. Strange mathematical patterns emerged, mathematical sequences that seemed to shift and change the moment they were nearly decoded. Jun Choi watched in fascination. Normal decryption methods failed repeatedly. These encryption layers seemed alive, adapting and changing like an intelligent organism protecting its secrets. Some sequences looked mathematical, while others resembled intricate biological communication patterns. "This isn't just encryption," Dr. Lee mumbled. "This looks like a language." Her team worked around the clock. Coffee cups accumulated, computer screens flickered with complex algorithms, and tension grew with each passing hour. Whatever Horizon 7 had encountered during its decades-long journey had fundamentally altered its communication systems. Fragments of data began to emerge. Astronomical coordinates that didn't match any known star charts. Energy signatures that defied current scientific understanding. Brief visual records showing massive structures floating in regions of space that should have been empty. Captain Jae Kim reviewed the preliminary findings. His military training demanded systematic analysis, but even he found himself struggling to comprehend the probe's mysterious transmissions. Something extraordinary had happened during Horizon 7's journey. The first clear image emerged unexpectedly. It showed a massive structure, something between a machine and a living organism. Geometric yet organic, technological yet seemingly breathing with an inner energy. The structure dwarfed human-made constructions by several magnitudes. Dr. Seok Park, watching from another station, felt a chill run down his spine. This wasn't just a scientific discovery. This was evidence of something far beyond human technological comprehension. Preliminary analysis suggested the structure was neither completely mechanical nor completely biological. It existed in a state between technology and life, a concept that challenged fundamental human understanding of existence. More data streams revealed additional mysteries. Communication logs suggested Horizon 7 had been systematically studied, repaired, and potentially upgraded by an intelligence that viewed the probe not as a machine, but as a curious artifact worthy of careful examination. They didn't just observe us, Dr. Lee realized. They study our technology like researchers studying a rare specimen. The encryption itself became a subject of fascination. Each layer seemed designed to test human computational capabilities, revealing information incrementally like a complex puzzle designed to challenge and educate simultaneously. Quantum computers struggled. Traditional decryption algorithms failed. The data seemed to have an almost sentient quality, revealing information only when specific computational conditions were met. It was as if the encryption was teaching humanity how to understand it. Jun Choi discovered something even more bizarre. Some encryption layers contained what seemed like educational modules, mathematical principles, technological concepts, and scientific understanding far beyond current human knowledge. These weren't just protective barriers. They were potential knowledge transfer systems. Days turned into weeks. The research center became a fortress of scientific curiosity. Every breakthrough brought more questions. Every decoded fragment revealed deeper mysteries about Horizon 7's incredible journey. The probe had not just traveled through space. It had been transformed, studied, and potentially prepared for something humanity couldn't yet comprehend. The encryption was a message, a bridge between human understanding and something entirely alien. As night fell and researchers continued their relentless work, one thing became clear. Horizon 7 was more than a space probe. It was a messenger carrying secrets from the deepest, most unknown regions of the universe, and humanity was just beginning to understand the magnitude of its return. The mysteries of Horizon 7 were slowly unraveling, promising to rewrite everything humans thought they knew about space, technology, and their place in the cosmic landscape. The final encryption layer shattered like brittle glass, revealing a truth that would forever change human understanding. Dr. Hannah Lee gasped as the first complete transmission appeared on her screen, showing details about a civilization called the Archivists, beings who existed beyond human comprehension. The Archivists were not conquerors or invaders. They were collectors, historians of galactic civilizations, watching and studying technological artifacts from across the universe. Horizon 7 had been more than a probe. It was a living record of human technological potential. Initial data revealed they had been observing Earth for centuries, tracking humanity's technological evolution with clinical precision. Their interest wasn't political or aggressive. They saw humans as a young, promising species with extraordinary adaptive capabilities. Dr. Seok Park studied the transmission, his hands trembling. The Archivists had systematically upgraded Horizon 7, adding computational modules that expanded its original capabilities by hundreds of percentage points. They hadn't destroyed the probe. They had carefully enhanced it. Technological schematics showed impossible advancements. Quantum communication systems that could transmit information across light years in milliseconds. Energy generation techniques that converted dark matter into usable power. Propulsion concepts that made current rocket technology look like primitive stone tools. Jun Choi discovered something even more shocking. The Archivists had left behind a kind of technological seed, coded information that, when properly understood, could revolutionize human scientific understanding. It was an invitation, not an invasion. Fragments of their communication suggested they viewed humanity with a mixture of scientific curiosity and cautious optimism. Humans were unpredictable, creative, and showed remarkable potential for technological innovation despite their relatively young civilization. The probe's logs revealed multiple encounters with massive cosmic structures, cities that floated between stars, machines that functioned like living organisms, communication networks that spanned entire galactic regions. These weren't just technological achievements. They were entire civilizations existing in forms humans could barely imagine. Captain J. Kim reviewed the cosmic maps included in the transmission. Entire star systems that humans had never detected were suddenly revealed. Navigation routes through cosmic regions considered impossible to traverse. The universe was far more complex and interconnected than anyone had ever suspected. Most fascinating was how the Archivists had preserved Horizon 7. They hadn't just repaired the probe. They had transformed it into a living record of human technological potential. Every system had been carefully studied, understood, and subtly enhanced. The transmission included what seemed like a message, not in words, but in mathematical and technological language. It suggested that humanity was at a crucial developmental stage. The Archivists were waiting, observing whether humans would use their potential for exploration or destruction. Detailed star charts showed cosmic migration routes, energy harvesting techniques, and communication protocols that could connect civilizations across unimaginable distances. This wasn't just information. It was a comprehensive guide to advanced galactic existence. Dr. Lee realized the profound implications. This wasn't just a scientific discovery. This was first contact, not through direct communication, but through a carefully prepared technological messenger. Horizon 7 was a bridge between human understanding and a vast, complex galactic community. The research center buzzed with controlled excitement. Scientists from every discipline gathered, analyzing every fragment of the transmission. They understood that everything was about to change. Human perception of technology, space, and their place in the universe would never be the same. As data continued to stream in, one thing became crystal clear. Humanity was not alone. And the universe was far more incredible, complex, and interconnected than anyone had ever imagined. The Archivists had been watching, and now they were ready to make first contact. The global scientific community descended into controlled chaos. Horizon 7's revelations about the Archivists spread like wildfire, challenging everything humans thought they knew about space and civilization. Dr. Hannah Lee discovered something extraordinary buried deep within the probe's transmission logs. The Archivists hadn't randomly selected Horizon 7 for study. They had been systematically preparing humanity for potential first contact, using the probe as a sophisticated learning tool. Detailed analysis revealed subtle technological upgrades integrated into the probe's systems. Each modification was designed to incrementally expand human technological understanding. It was like a cosmic education program, carefully introducing advanced concepts that would challenge but not overwhelm human comprehension. Jun Choi identified the most shocking intervention. Critical sections of Horizon 7 systems had been deliberately enhanced to resolve potential technological limitations humans might encounter. Energy conversion modules, quantum communication interfaces, and advanced computational systems were subtly modified to bridge human technological gaps. The upgrades weren't invasive replacements. They were precise, strategic improvements that worked alongside original human engineering. The archivists recognized humanity's innovative spirit and wanted to nudge technological development, not completely reshape it. Captain Jai Kim reviewed intervention protocols with military precision. The probe's logs suggested the archivists observe human technological progress like patient researchers, identifying potential developmental pathways and creating subtle technological breadcrumbs. Dr. Seok Park found evidence of multiple intervention points. Critical technological challenges humans struggled with, sustainable energy generation, faster communication methods, advanced material science, showed microscopic but revolutionary modifications. The archivists weren't solving problems for humans. They were providing strategic hints. Communication fragments suggested a complex philosophy. The archivists believed in guiding technological evolution, not controlling it. They saw humanity as a promising civilization with extraordinary potential, worthy of careful cultivation rather than direct manipulation. Technological schematics revealed something even more fascinating. The interventions weren't random. They followed carefully calculated probability models, introducing advancements at precise moments when human scientific understanding could most effectively integrate them. The probe carried what seemed like a technological roadmap. Specific scientific challenges were highlighted, potential solution pathways suggested, all designed to gradually expand human cosmic understanding. It was less an intervention and more a sophisticated mentorship. Quantum communication modules showed complex tracking systems. The archivists had been monitoring human technological progress across multiple domains, not just space exploration, but medical research, computational sciences, energy technologies. Each domain received subtle strategic guidance. Jun Choi compared it to a sophisticated gardening process. The archivists weren't forcing growth. They were providing optimal conditions for natural technological development. They recognized humanity's unique innovative capacity and wanted to nurture it. Detailed star charts included with the transmission suggested something even more profound. The interventions weren't just about technological advancement. They were preparing humanity for potential integration into a larger galactic technological community. Dr. Lee realized the transmission was more than data. It was an invitation, a carefully constructed bridge between human potential and cosmic technological understanding. The archivists were offering humanity a chance to expand beyond its current limitations. The research center became a hub of intense speculation and careful analysis. Every decoded fragment suggested a sophisticated, patient approach to technological mentorship. The archivists weren't conquerors or invaders. They were cosmic educators, watching and subtly guiding a young civilization's growth. As more information emerged, one thing became abundantly clear. Humanity's technological journey was about to enter an entirely new phase. The unexpected intervention of the archivists through Horizon 7 would change everything. The universe, it seemed, was not empty. And it was far more interested in humanity than anyone had ever imagined. The world changed overnight. Horizon 7's revelations transformed every scientific discipline, pushing human potential beyond previous imaginations. Global research centers worked frantically, decoding and implementing the technological seeds left by the archivists. Dr. Hannah Lee stood before the United Nations Science Council, presenting breakthrough after breakthrough. quantum communication systems that could transmit information across continents instantaneously, energy generation techniques that could power entire cities using microscopic matter conversion technologies, propulsion concepts that made traditional rocket technology look like children's toys. "We are not alone," she declared, her voice steady and clear. "And we are more capable than we ever imagined." The first major breakthrough came in energy production. The archivist's technological hints allowed scientists to develop compact fusion reactors that could generate unprecedented power with minimal environmental impact. Cities began transitioning from fossil fuels to these revolutionary energy systems within months. Space exploration programs received the most dramatic transformations. The technological upgrades hidden within Horizon 7 systems revealed navigation techniques that made interplanetary travel not just possible, but practical. Mars colonization plans, once considered decades away, were now achievable within years. Jun Choi led a team that decoded advanced material science protocols. They developed new composite materials that could withstand extreme temperatures and radiation, opening unprecedented possibilities for space exploration and technological development. Captain Jae Kim oversaw the military's adaptation of the new technologies. Defense systems became more sophisticated, not through increased destructive capabilities, but through advanced communication and prevention technologies. The focus shifted from conflict to protection and understanding. Dr. Seok Park discovered something even more profound. The archivist's intervention wasn't just about technological advancement. Their carefully placed technological seeds were designed to solve critical human challenges: environmental degradation, energy limitations, communication barriers. Medical research accelerated dramatically. Advanced computational models provided by the probe allowed scientists to understand complex genetic structures with unprecedented clarity. Diseases once considered incurable became treatable. Human longevity research took massive leaps forward. Global cooperation reached new heights. Nations that were previously rivals now worked together, sharing the revolutionary technologies discovered through Horizon 7. The technological gifts from the archivists became a unifying force, breaking down political and cultural barriers. Communication technologies transformed human connectivity. Quantum communication networks allowed instant, clear communication across the globe. Language barriers began to dissolve as advanced translation technologies emerged from the decoded information. Environmental restoration became possible with new technological understanding. Techniques for carbon capture, ocean restoration, and atmospheric management were decoded from the probe's advanced scientific modules. Humanity gained tools to heal the planet it had previously damaged. The educational system underwent a complete revolution. Schools and universities rapidly integrated the new technological understanding, creating a generation of students with capabilities far beyond previous generations. Learning became more dynamic, more connected to real-world problem-solving. Space agencies from multiple countries collaborated on unprecedented exploration missions. The star charts and navigation techniques provided by the archivists opened up entire regions of space previously considered unreachable. Humanity's cosmic horizon expanded exponentially. Dr. Lee often reflected on the profound message within the intervention. The archivists hadn't given humanity technology. They had provided a sophisticated toolkit, carefully designed to help humans unlock their own potential. It was an invitation to grow, to expand, to understand. Global economic systems began transforming. The new technologies created unprecedented opportunities for sustainable development, clean energy, and efficient resource management. Economic models started shifting from competitive to collaborative frameworks. As months passed, it became clear that Horizon 7 was more than a scientific discovery. It was a turning point in human civilization. The unexpected intervention had provided humanity with a cosmic roadmap, a chance to reimagine its potential and its place in the universe. The probe sat in a specially designed museum, no longer just a piece of technology, but a symbol of humanity's unexpected journey from a planetary species to a civilization on the brink of cosmic understanding. The return of Horizon 7 marked the beginning of humanity's true cosmic adventure.